Right then guys, so it feels like it's been absolutely ages since I made a drill beat. So today we're going to be jumping into Ableton Live, cooking up a drill beat from scratch. Let's just jump straight into it. I'm going to start by setting my tempo for this one to 144 BPM. And then scale wise, you want to go for something quite dark. So you could use something like the natural minor scale, or you could use the harmonic minor, the Phrygian. But I'm just going to keep this really simple and just click into the minor scale. Then I'm going to set this one to D sharp. And to get the right kind of vibe for this, I've just gone for the Nexus Grand Piano in Nexus 5. We're just going to start on the root note here. We're going to keep these chords really simple and super repetitive. I'm not even going to use the middle note. Let's go with the two notes here like this. We'll just bring this one up. In fact, I might switch this one and this one. Maybe even switch this one here. Like that. Let's just copy that over. Then just to get that classic UK drill kind of tone down, we're going to add some half time to this. I'm just going to set it to the 4x mode here. Pull this EQ after the half time and just take out a lot of the low end. Now that we got that, we can add to this piano. So I'm just going to start by randomizing these notes slightly. Let's take this up an octave to make it easier to hear. In fact, I quite like the way it sounds there. Add a few extra notes in. Copy this over, keep it really repetitive. Right, let's bring these over to here as well. We'll just put them one in front of where they are here. We'll just stretch this one back out. Okay, I'm quite liking that, so let's copy that all the way over. We'll just randomize all of these again. Then just for some variation here on the 8th bar, we'll add an extra note in here. Pull the velocity on that down. Take these top notes here and pull them down 2 octaves as well. So give us like a bass progression. Instead of having them hit like this, I'm just going to stretch these ones out. Bring the velocities down on these though. They don't need to be hitting quite so hard. Go ahead and add a top line. Let's keep this super simple. Just copy these all the way across. Then on this one here, we'll just switch these around. Randomize those as well. We'll just bring them down slightly, then we'll just humanize them. Next, I'm just going to record that into an audio track so we can manipulate it. So now that we've got that down, I've just gone ahead and added some Portal onto it. Use this 7-phrase preset out of this Inception bank. Kind of adds a bit of texture and a bit of motion. Then we can go ahead and add some reverb to this and kind of wash it out a little bit. We'll bring this decay down a bit. We'll turn the mix up. Kind of makes it a little bit more atmospheric. EQ out some of these high frequencies. I think that's better. Let's take out some of the top end from the original piano as well. Group these together. Then because we've removed so much top end, I'm just going to add a little bit of saturation. Liking the way this sounds. Let's go ahead and add some drums to this. I'm just going to test out some drums today in this Poseidon kit. It's actually a trap kit, but I think they'll work for this as well. Start straight away with this snare. Start really simple with a standard drill pattern here. Get that over. Add an extra one there. And obviously that snare's hitting way too loud. So let's just pull the volume on that down. Now, as that's the trap kit, I don't actually have any counter snares in there. I'm only even part way through making the kit anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab this counter snare from a Saint 6 kit. Put these in a really standard kind of drill pattern. Pull the volume on that down. Just go ahead and add some random panning to these as well. Just add some lower notes just to kind of spice it up a bit. Use the ramp function on these. And I think on this fourth bar, we'll leave it quite plain. Maybe add 1 or 2 notes in. Liking that. So let's just copy that all over. Let's go for this M1808 as well. And a classic sort of drill sound. So I'm liking this pattern here. I'm just going to copy it over. And we can add some variation here on the 8th bar. I think here we'll just add some slides. So I'm just going to go to the controls here. I'm going to set this to glide, add in an extra couple of notes. We'll take these up, pull that in by 32. Then we'll move these around. But we could glide this note here as well. Add an extra note here as well. Right, let's go ahead and do an extra one here as well. Take some of these up higher. Take this one higher. And get rid of those two. So it was just a little bit too much. I think that's better. Bring the volume on this just down a touch. Then let's go ahead and add a kick in. So I'm just going to come back to this trap kit. I just really want to test out some of these drums. I think some of these will work perfectly on drill. Just to make this hit a little bit harder as it's drill instead of trap, just going to go ahead and add a little bit of smack attack. And now we've got the kick down. I think this part here is just a little bit too melodic. I'm just going to add some half time to that as well. Instantly give it that kind of darker vibe. Sounds way harder now. Now we could add a counter melody on the top instead in the high notes. I've just come into Essential Sounds, gone to the Samurai Bank, and I've selected this Pluck Village preset. So this last note here, I just want to take it a little bit higher maybe. By bringing it down, in fact. Like that. Remove this note here. The only ones I'm going to quantize here are these ones at the start of the bars. Just leave the rest of them off grid. Any that are too far off grid, I'm just going to come in and drag back a little bit. Maybe even try an extra note at the end. Like that. Randomize the velocities on these. Add a little bit of shaper box as well. Add some pan shaping. Bring the mix down. Take the chords out of the original layer. We'll just copy these, paste them onto a new MIDI track. Take out all these kind of connecting notes in the middle. Let's drag these ones out. And on this one, we're just going to add it in as a pad. So back into Expand 2. I'm just going to come in and try some of these soft pads out. I think I quite like this Siberia one. Just drop the volume on this. Add a little bit of kickstart as well for some motion. Pan this one out to the left. We can pan this one out here to the right as well. Go ahead and add in this triangle. Bring the volume down, pan it out to the right. Find a stomp. Take this one out the deep suite from J Cactus. Add in the catalyst crash. As always, the link's in the description, completely free kit. Next, we're going for the tubular bell from Heat Up 3. Just going to add this on the root note here. Bring the volume on that down. We'll just freeze and flatten that. Let's bring that over to here and reverse it as well. Next, we're going to add this stab out of Heat Up 3. Just a really classic kind of drill sound. Really straightforward, nothing much to it. I've just left it on C3 here. Doesn't really need to be on a note in the scale as it's percussive. Add a little bit of delay to that as well. So I'm just going to set this to half bar. Bring the feedback down. Set this to ping pong as well so it bounces back and forth. We'll just bring this feedback up slightly. Just drop the volume on that down as well. Just copy this over. I think I want to do a section here with a different 808 pattern. Nice switch up for the 808. Stop it feeling too repetitive all the time. Just got to edit the kick drums now to fit this section. If we make this a different color, then we'll come into our drum rack here. Change the color of this as well. Could maybe add an extra snare here as well, just to switch it up. Do one here too. I like that. The last thing that I want to add here is just a vocal. So I found this one here from Splice. I think we could use this or maybe part of it. So let's drag that into Ableton. First thing that I want to do here is hit warp. Let's just stretch this out. As the sample's in E minor, but our beat's in D sharp minor, we're just going to pitch it down by 1. Don't think I need any of this part really. Just going to use this section here. Fade that a bit. Just copy it over. And let's try reversing this section here. Yeah, that sounds hard. Just crossfade this a little bit here. That sounds a little bit smoother. So just to fill the gaps where I've done some small fades here, I've gone ahead and added some reverb. This one's the Aural Reverb by Brainworks. I really like this on vocals because it's got this ducking feature. Kind of smooths it out a little bit, fills those gaps. We could either use this for the chorus or we could maybe have it as some variation in the verse. So I'm just going to copy this over. I think we could maybe do something like a string line for the other section, whether that's the other section of the verse or the chorus itself. For this, I'm just going to use some solo strings from Musio. Probably going to go for a violin, maybe a viola. I've got a rough idea of the notes I want here, so I'm just going to go ahead and record this in. Really simple, and then we can pan it out to the right slightly. This one here I think needs to just come in. Same with this one here. So now that we got that down, we can start looking at a bit of structure. So I'm just going to move this all over to the right, bring this over. Change the color of this one so we can just edit it slightly. Pull out these connecting notes here. Pull out these lower notes as well. Do the same on this part. And we'll just stretch this one out. We'll take out this kind of top line here as well, just for the first 4 bars. Bring that straight into the start of the verse, which will be this section here. Before we do that though, I've just got to split all these different drums off. So I'm just going to go ahead and rename them all and then split them into their own tracks. So unfortunately, my camera had turned itself off, structured the beat. However, I didn't realize the camera wasn't working. So I apologize about that. However, I'll try my best to talk you through what I did. So for this intro section here, I just took out some of the extra piano notes, just so it's a bit more open. I also added this tiny riser from the Era 404 kit, and then just a drum fill from the J Cactus Defiant Drum Fills kit. Took out the kicks on this section as well. We removed this Koto pluck from Essential Sounds. Just kind of alternated different parts in and out throughout the verse. No major changes, just little bits. So on this section here, we bring back in the pluck. We've also got this extra section here where we have some extra hits of the kick drum. Also remove the counter snare here. And it opens it out. Bring the vocal back in here. Got that different 808 pattern as well. Then we just got another drum fill. Then on this section here, I decided to break it down before the chorus. So I've added the Ember Crash out the Keep It 500 kit. We've just reversed it. Just breaks it down completely open here. And into the chorus section. Then when we come out the chorus, instead of removing the kick drums like we did in the verse here, I just brought them back in just to keep the energy up. As you can hear, it just keeps the energy going. So all in all, not too many changes. There's some nice little transitions, but nothing complicated. The beat's obviously sounding nice and full, but it's got plenty of space for an artist on it. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a quick mix, play you out with the full final beat. Let me know what you think of this one down in the comments below. And until next time, I've been SK. Peace.